Battle started.
This mission is incredibly hard, and I'm not gonna win. I'm gonna set the timer for 1 hour just to get my fill, and then I'm gonna try to do some more productive YouTube stuff today, like work on my Bitcoin audiobook. But I wanted to play this game. It's fun on a snow day. I'm gonna keep listening to my stories. Put my headphones in for that. Yeah, let's try this. Let's build one of these. We're gonna come hot and heavy in a minute. This is 3-on-1. There's 3 commanders up here and 1 of me. And they've already snuck in my back line. Okay, so everybody protect this, and we will area mechs down here. Let's do these first. Let's go ahead and get this geothermal plant.
Aircraft spotted.
Uh-oh. So it begins. Let's go ahead and get one of these guys out. You know what? I will share this with you guys. I'm listening to this how to build your channel video. So to show you what I agree with and disagree with. With video games, I mean, I know no one's watching this channel to watch me play video games. I understand that completely. But to me, it's like, just the more you can get on your channel, the better. Like, if you're playing games anyway, just hit the stream button. It literally takes no effort.
Low power.
And, like with me, my main thing is political. So, the more stuff I can do to get people in various domains interested in politics is good. You should play games, cook, whatever. It doesn't matter. There is no distinct thing. Oh, that's cool. It's missile trucks.
One sentence mission statement is basically like this: I help specific audience achieve specific result by
Stephen
specific method
Covey,
or
the
value.
mission
So, for example,
statements.
mine is I help ambitious individuals overcome self-doubt and achieve their goals by teaching techniques to make time for what truly matters. I empower my audience to live a fulfilling life while improving every day. This is my mission statement. And your mission statement doesn't have to be perfect from the beginning because it can change over time, but you just need a clear starting point.
Next.
Because this is
Oh
essentially what is going
man.
to guide you every single video you make. I know figuring out this can be tricky
See,
when
we
you're
needed
just
that
starting,
sooner.
so I created a free mini guide to help you discover your USP. You can check it out in the description below. It's completely free. Now that you figured out what makes you unique, let's talk about turning that into actual content that grows your channel. Here's another big mistake I see beginners make. They start by making content about themselves. But here's the truth. When you're just starting out, nobody actually is searching for you, because nobody knows you and nobody cares about a day in my life yet.
I'm going to stop on this one. This is why I think it's really smart as an English teacher to make audiobooks on the 100 most popular novels. It's one of my goals. If you have a decent reading voice, and it doesn't really matter if there's already an audiobook for that, because people might like your voice. I know in class we were reading, man, this guy did not help out very much. We're reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and there's a Grammy award-winning version of it by Sissy Spacek. And another teacher approached me and said that the kids in her class were so annoyed by that version of the book. No offense to Sissy Spacek, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different thing that they like, that they were begging to get my copy that I had recorded that's just raw, that hasn't been edited yet. And that clicked for me, like, wow. Different people might like different voices. So even if there's a super popular version out there, just make another one. What's the worst that can go wrong? I mean, I feel like, to me, if you made a version of To Kill a Mockingbird, I feel like it'd get at least 10,000 views over the next 10 years. If you got a really long perspective on this. Like, this video is probably gonna get 10 views. That's okay. It's it's good practice, talking and playing and staying familiar with the software. It's all good. Let's see how these guys are doing. Did I get this up? Yes. And okay. All right. You guys need to secure these shores here. So after that, let's build some artillery. Let's build one there, build one there. And then I feel like guys will sneak through right there. So let's build a laser tower, a couple of them. Break one up into two. One in the middle and one there. They sneak back through over here. Well, that might happen, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep securing this base up here. Ooh, he's shooting far. Let's bring him in closer. Man, he's already sending in waves. This mission is so hard. Like I said, I'm only playing for an hour. I may try one more time, but come on. Apart. See these guys up. I feel like I'm just gonna stay at a standstill here.
Oh, why would I care about it? So what are they searching for? They are searching solutions to their problems. Because think about it, which video would you click on? My daily workout routine from someone that you have absolutely no idea, or how to lose weight without a gym?
Find maneuver is a lot better for some reason.
Don't know, or how I build side hustle without quitting my 9 to 5. One is about you, the other is solving your viewers' problems. But focusing on solution people actively search for, you will naturally attract viewers who see you as a helpful resource. Over time, as you build an audience and your credibility, you can expand into other content types like storytelling, emotional connection, or more inspirational and more personal content. Here's my exact process for coming up with problem-solving video ideas. I basically spend 1 hour every week at a cafe brainstorming. First, I list everything I accomplished, like mental, physical, academic, professional, anything I figured out that can help others. Then I break these into major areas and think about all the problems beginners face. And I also reflect and try to remember what was I struggling with, what questions did I have at the beginning. For example, when I started this channel, I did this with language learning, because I was really good at language learning, and I did this without spending a lot of money onto it. So I basically first started with something that I'm good at and a problem that I solved. Learning languages at your home without having a tutor or without going to a language school, and also making a process fast. That was something like a problem that I solved with my own experience and that I was really good at. So I started making videos about it, and then my channel blew up because the reason is that I solved a specific problem in my life and I was providing free value to people. Those kind of videos allowed me to establish myself an authority in a specific niche, language learning. And from there, I basically expanded into other kind of
she
content.
did one niche and then expanded out.
Also ADHD.
So that's why I'm just doing a little bit of everything, because you don't know what will take off. Like right now, my most watched short on this channel is something I made about a gaming PC at Walmart on my break. It was stupid. Like, you have no idea what the algorithm's gonna push, or let's see if these guys can build this fast enough. I think this may be suicide, but here. One of these guys. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome if we could get that in. Oh man. Come on. Come on. Help them build it. Help them build it. Help them build it. We have enough people to protect what I'm trying to do here. Let's de-gun some people.
I have ADHD and I've been struggling with it for a very long time. So I basically built systems and also methods that I can manage.
I feel like ADD is the best thing in the world. Or YouTube. If you have ADD, YouTube is your dream career, because you can do whatever you want. You're your own boss. You can build it at your own pace. Fry him. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. Well, this might be a quick game. Come on. Repair him. He's gotta get back. You gotta get back. He's gonna die. Yep, that's it. So you don't want to push.
Battle ended.
I was doing okay on resources. I wasn't last. This level's super hard though. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Let's try again. I'm on beginner with Armada. Start.
My procrastination brain much better, and I was sharing it online, and a lot of people found it helpful, and that allowed me to establish that trust that now I can talk about any kind of topic that I want as long as it's relevant to my audience. So now you might be thinking, what if I haven't figured out
get some more
yet? What
coffee.
if I don't?
Please choose your starting location.
I could do ADHD stuff. I've definitely been done that. Tried all the medicines, and black coffee is the best gift God has given ADD people. not much of a come down. You get your focus. You can still sleep, maintain a normal life. Doesn't destroy your body. My grandpa says coffee's better for you than water, and he's 92. He says water rusts your joints. You don't want any part of that water. I could do that too. That's a good idea. ADD help. My channel would just be embrace it. You are not a neurotypical person, and luckily we're not living in a neurotypical world. The neurotypicals are still kind of running things right now, but not for long.
Have any credibility or experience in something. And that's actually completely okay too. Instead of trying to teach people, I would become what I call a human guinea pig. So you pick 3 to 5 areas that you want to improve, and you learn from books, experts, and try different methods and share what works and what doesn't work. You basically test everything that you learn, and you share what you learned from those reliable sources out there. For example, I did this in my video about marshmallow test. Like, I haven't conducted a research about willpower or anything like that. I read a book, I learned something, I tested on myself, and then I synthesized it and shared it with the world. That's usually how I make my videos. This works because you are either teaching from direct experience or alongside your audience, right? And both are really valuable and powerful on YouTube, because the reason is that people connect with like real struggles more than perfect experience. Or in a book, I learned something, I tested on myself, and then I synthesized it and shared it with the world. That's usually how I make my videos. This works because you're either teaching from direct experience or alongside your audience, right?
Yes.
And both are really valuable and powerful on YouTube, because the reason is that people connect with like real struggle.
Yeah, you want to learn. That's why I do the weekly streams where I'm learning something, because people, I feel like when you look back and see like, holy crap, he learned this from zero, and here's 200 hours of videos of him learning this thing. That's legit. I feel like any success he has, he earned it. And I can actually see what he did to get there. Like, that's really cool. And the fact that you can just upload that for free, it's crazy. It's like reputation building in real time. If you're not in a hurry to do it, you got all the time in the world. Just do a little bit every day.
Struggles more than perfect highlight reels. If somebody really wanted to only learn the language, now you can just like ask an AI to teach you something, right? But people prefer learning from humans because they understand what you went through. When you're working with just 1 hour a day, don't waste time trying to make your videos perfect. Okay, you should focus on the value you're delivering to your audience, not how polished your video looks. Here's what I would to streamline my process and produce great content effectively. Editing is often the most time-consuming part of content creation, so focus on cutting out the fluff and making your video digestible. Here's how to apply the 80-20 rule when it comes to editing. First, film your A-roll, main talking points, and for example, this is an A-roll. Right, the shot that I'm currently making is an A-roll. And after filming your A-roll, upload your footage to Bling AI, because it will give you a cleaned up version in a few minutes. It can automatically detect ums and ohms and also the parts that you repeated yourself, and you can delete that easily. The AI will also transcribe your video, and by just going through the transcription that you have, you can easily remove unnecessary sections, because reading is usually much faster than just like rewatching the video again and again. By cutting the unnecessary parts from the transcript, it will give you a clean base to work with. After that, I will focus on generating a shot list for my B-rolls. Usually, because I'm lazy, I just take the cleaned up script out from Glean AI and put the ChatGPT to just B-roll ideas to enhance my video, and it just gives like a shot list for each talking point. So after you get those like shot list, you film or source your B-roll and lay it over A-roll for a polished look, so that like whenever you're talking, there's like a visual element representing whatever you're talking about, so that it conveys the message to the viewer much easily. So the reason why I love Gling AI is because it's specifically built for YouTubers like us, so it understands the needs of creators. It can save you so much time, and it will help you focus on the creative parts of your videos instead of spending hours trying to trim down your footage. If you're someone who struggles with editing or just wants to work smarter, I highly recommend Gling AI. You can get it now by clicking the link at the top of the description or in the comment. Thank you, Gling AI, for sponsoring a small proportion of this video. Now, here's something most beginners get wrong. They spend all their money on an expensive camera, but their audio sounds terrible. Don't do that, okay? Because your first investment should be a good microphone, not a good camera, unless your like phone is really, really crappy. The reason is that because most people will watch a slightly blurry or slightly not so high quality video,
Yep,
but
I'm
they
not
will
even
click
watching this
instantly
video.
if they can't hear you properly, or if your mic is like making too much noise. Things like that, you know?
Speaking of, let's see how this stream is sounding. Yep, I'm not even watching this video.
If they can't hear you properly, or if your mic is like making too much noise.
It's okay. It's fine for this, whatever this is that I'm doing. Dying in a video game over and over.
Low power.
Things like that, you know? So here's some of my recommendations for microphone. And if you want to learn more in detail for gear recommendation, whether it's lighting, microphone, camera, I have a free gear guide in the description for free. You can basically check out. It gives you all my recommendations for different budgets. Let's talk about lighting. Honestly, when it comes to lighting, just keep it simple. Film during the day if you can, next to a window, and you're good to go. Like if you're working 9 to 5 and you don't get like sunlight when you come back from work, you can use weekends to film. And if you need an artificial lighting, start with one softbox. You know, you can start with an affordable one. And again, for those like recommendations, you can check my free gear guide. But honestly, if I would be a beginner, I would dedicate my weekdays for scripting and coming up with video ideas, and I would use my weekends to film the video. Like I would probably use Saturday to film it, and on Sunday I will edit the videos. Now let's talk about thumbnails. Even with like 1.4 million subscribers till this day, I literally made 99% of my thumbnails on Canva because I personally don't know Photoshop and I don't need to. If I have a thumbnail concept that is like quite difficult to make, then I just hire freelancers here and there. But that's just like probably 1% of the thumbnails that I have made so far. So the secret is not really in fancy editing or like Photoshop. But honestly, if I would be a beginner, I would dedicate my weekdays for scripting and coming up with video ideas, and I would use my weekends to film the video. Like I would probably use Saturday to film it, and on Sunday I would edit the videos. Now let's talk about thumbnails. Even with like 1.4 million subscribers till this day, I literally made 99% of my thumbnails on Canva because I personally don't know Photoshop and I don't need to. Now let's talk about thumbnails. Even with like 1.4 million subscribers till this day, I literally made 99% of my thumbnails on Canva because I personally don't know Photoshop and I don't need to. If I have a thumbnail concept that is like quite difficult to make, then I just hire freelancers here and there. But that's just like probably 1% of my thumbnails that I have made so far. So the secret is not really in fancy editing or like Photoshops, but it's in the psychology of what makes people click. Here's what I learned from my most successful thumbnails. First, notice how I use a very specific thumbnail formula. One is clear main text, okay? Sometimes I do also no text, but I add text if only it enhances and makes the viewer easier to understand what the video is about. For example, in thumbnails like Never Forget, and nobody tells you about this, I use high contrast text that's like instantly remarkable. The key here is making it feel like a secret being revealed or a powerful statement, basically. Second important element is visual simplicity. Look at the $7,500 per week thumbnail. Like I don't really overcrowd it. One clear message, one strong image, and some like strategic use props like the money to support the story and visually tell what the video is about. Third factor is emotional expression. In each thumbnail, my face, even though people say that I have a poker face, it actually like kind of highlights and matches the emotion of the video. For the focus video, I look scattered among objects, and for the language learning one, I look more confident and authoritative. In my opinion, even though most people say that I just look like a poker face. I think they're different. So here's my actual process when it comes to creating high-performing thumbnails. First, start with your story hook. What is the biggest transformation in your video? What is most surprising insight about your video? What's the end result people want? These are the 3 important questions that you need to answer. And then you start creating visual contrast. For numbers videos, I show clear pictures, like let's say 7,500 or top 1%. And for transformation videos, I use like before and after elements. And for method videos, I use step indicators like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around here. Another one is using psychological trick markers. So like curiosity gaps, like nobody else tells you this is a curiosity gap. Or authority markers, like showing subscriber counts, view numbers, just like this video. Or like results and proof, like the analytical like screenshots that I had on the YouTube video. And here's what I think what makes what people get wrong. They try to make their thumbnails pretty. Instead, make them intriguing. You know, notice how my successful thumbnails, like let's say 79K or something, often just have like two main elements: a clear statement of value and an image that builds curiosity. That is the way that I think about it. Like value and curiosity. Those two elements. Because a good thumbnail.
I feel like for me, the main reason that I want to build this page is it's the dream thing for an ADD person. Like, and I feel like if I can make it successful, then I'll have enough time, because I have so many things I want to do and they all take time. And I need an audience and a revenue stream. Like, and for me, I don't know, it's an interesting thing because I'm a very political person, and Google's not gonna like my politics, so that's always gonna be a thing. But you still gotta try, and to not complaining about that all the time is so lame. You can't do that. You just gotta try. They want to make money, so use the rope to, you know, as they say, as the good Lenin said. Oh man, they're coming again. Swarm tanks, come on, knock them out, laser. All right, we need more lasers.
To make people feel like, oh, I need to know what this video is about in less than a second, because usually people don't even read the title, so the thumbnail should like instantly tell what the value could be about the video. That's why I like personally use simple backgrounds and bold text and clear value proposition for every single thumbnail. And it's easy to create, easy to remember, easy to give a value proposition, and overall I don't think there's like a need to complicate things. And a bonus tip from my million viewed video: when you include a number, like specific results on thumbnail, like 10K per month or 45.3 million views, make them specific and believable. For example, like even instead of titling it 10,000, I would make it like more precise figures like 7,500 or the exact number that I have, to make it more believable, because most people are probably not believing you. Let's talk about outsourcing, because this is where like I think many creators get stuck. They either outsource too early and waste money, or they wait too long and burn out. They hire someone too early and waste money because they're not really clear about what they're doing, and you have to avoid that. You first need to know which direction you're going with your YouTube channel, and once you're fine with it, start creating content and outsource it if you can. Like if you have a lot of money to burn, I think you can outsource whenever you want. For a general reference, I think there is a right time and a right way to outsource. First, you should consider outsourcing editing when your channel is generating enough revenue to reinvest, or two, you have a clear, repeatable editing style that you can explain to others, or
yeah, I'm not even to the point where I can pay for my own internet connection. So, but I just hate asking people for money. I hate asking people to sign up for something. And so for me, it's just a Hail Mary pass of Google AdSense. And if they take that away, ultimately, I would just like to be a good enough trader to not have to worry about making any money from my YouTube whatsoever. This is just for me to build a following and get my ideas out there. Change the world. But unless capitalists ban trading, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that going away. Come on, everybody. What in the world? This is so hard. Holy crap. This is so hard. Can I degun some people without blowing up my own guys? You're gonna get blown up, but you might as well try. I'm gonna die again already. The first wave, they got me. That is so sad. This guy's gonna give me one hit and I'm dead. Yep. Alright, let's try it again.
You're constantly getting enough views justify the investment, basically. You know, if you have a lot of budget that you can burn, sure, you can outsource from the beginning. But the thing is,
I never want to outsource,
good editors
ever.
aren't cheap. And there's a reason for that.
Ever.
Because a good editor can cost like a minimum $100 for you, usually around $250, $300 per video for quality editing. You know, if you don't have a clear vision and a direction you're going with your channel, investing $300 per video, and if you're pausing 4 times, that's like $1,200. I'm sure some of...
I will never hire anybody to do that because I don't want to answer an email. Anything that requires answering an email, I don't want to do it. If people want me to be on the show eventually, the first email will be like, here's my phone number. If you want me, text me. I don't answer email. Don't like email. Don't believe in email. I think it's an evil technology. Every time I open an email inbox, I have a panic attack. Not interested.
You guys are fine with that investment, but I feel like most people
I'm especially not interested in like, hey Susan, did you get that video done? Oh no, my kid is in the ER, and I'm not never doing any of that. Not interested whatsoever. Never.
not really that fine with spending and investing on something that they're not really sure yet. But if you already know the direction that you want to go and your channel is starting to grow, then this investment of like hiring an editor can help you focus on what really grows your channel, creating great content and connecting with your audience and spending more time on learning about the other sides of content creation. But either way, remember, value first, polish it later. Because if you don't have the clear value proposition, even if your video is like super edited very nicely, the potential success rate that you can have is much lower than having a valuable content that has minimal editing. The reason is because your audience cares more about what you bring to table than how fancy your transitions look, unless you are a filmmaking creator. Let's talk about realistic planning, because this is where most people mess up, including me. Because let me be honest with you, like, I got a notification a week ago that I only uploaded 20 videos in the last 12 months, and it really hurt my channel growth. Why did this happen? Because I set an expectation to myself without actually knowing if I could sustain it. Okay, it just literally comes down to that. Obviously, I'm also a lazy person, but I finally found a way to overcome that. Here's what I want you to do first. Time how long it actually takes you to make one complete video. And I mean everything, like from brainstorming to final export.
Well, that means how long I get caught in an ADD perfectionist anxiety loop. But I'm already getting caught in that just thinking about it. So I guess just include that in the time. Drop importance and take action. The best advice I ever got out of reality transurfing. Drop importance and take action. Get that guy. Go get him. What are you doing? Oh, follow him. There. Lock on him. Follow him. Yes. Why didn't you not do that to begin with before he blew up our... Oh, man. Follow him. Maneuver. There you go. Okay.
If making one video takes you 10 hours and you only have 5 hours available per week, you're looking at one video every 2 weeks, not every single week, okay? And that's completely fine, okay? Trying to keep up with an unrealistic schedule led me to burn out and become inconsistent. So your videos would rather get one solid video every 2 weeks than watch you disappear for months because you burn out just like I did. So use your 1 hour per day strategically and have a clear expectation of how often you will post. Break down those 10 hours into small manageable chunks. You know, it could be like maybe Monday is a research day, Tuesday is a scripting day, Wednesday is a filming day, and Thursday is like an editing day, and Friday is an idea generation day, whatever that is. Have an realistic expectation. Now, everything I've shared so far is just the beginning, because these strategies helped me to grow from 0 to 1 million subscribers, and they can work for you too. But I know you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually implement it? That's exactly why I actually created my coaching/community. It's where I basically show you step by step how to grow your channel. And not only I teach you like on a course or anything like that, will work together on
See
your
what
video
we're up
ideas,
against up
titles,
here.
thumbnails, your strategy
Aircraft
together,
spotted.
like literally you and I, and we align
I
your
think we might
vision
be able to.
towards that. I will personally give
We
feedback
just
on
gotta
your
finish
strategy
Swarm
and help you grow up
first,
your
I think.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in
We
working
just gotta
directly
get a
with me,
bunch of
check the
tanks and
link
just
in
send
the
them.
description for more details. And if you're not ready yet, sign up for my free 7-day email newsletters to learn actionable strategies to grow on YouTube. It's completely free. Check it out. Let's talk
You
about
have
branding.
no
And I'm
anti-air
going to
yet?
save you lots of time on this, okay? When I first started
Well,
my channel, I spent way too much time obsessing
go
over
back.
my logo, my
Let's send some
intro.
gunships.
I had
Come
like
on.
a crazy intro.
Alright, enough
You know,
defense.
good old
Let's
days,
just build
all that
gunships and
fancy
send
stuff.
them in.
Complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. Don't waste your time on that, okay? Here's
Okay.
what actually matters in the
You
beginning.
need
First,
to
stick to your core message. Do you remember the mission statement that we
build these.
created? Like, I help this kind of people. That is your foundation, okay? Second, keep your visuals simple but consistent. You know, you can pick 2 colors you like. Use the same font. Keep your thumbnails following a similar style. I'm not saying like do the same thumbnail every single day, but if you look at my thumbnails, they have a similar style and similar like color tones. That's it. Literally, that's it. The rest, focus on delivering value because you don't have that much time. If you only have 1 hour per day, we have to dedicate that to the most important task that is going to move the needle. So focus on delivering value because that's what builds trust with your audience. Like look at my early videos versus now. My branding has evolved and naturally as a channel grew. You know, your branding will change over time anyway, and you don't need everything perfect on day 1. Just start with the most critical ones so that you can grow your channel, and as you grow your channel and make money out from it, then you can outsource other parts of it and improve it. Start simple, stay consistent, and let your brand grow with your time. Also, last mindset thing, let's talk about this. Work smarter, not harder, okay? Because I used to think more hours I spent on a video meant better videos. Totally wrong. Completely wrong. I remember, like, even now, I had a video where I spent like 2-3 weeks. It was one of the worst performing videos that I posted in a long time. And there's also like a different video of mine that I literally filmed at like 5 a.m. in like 1 hour, and it has like 500k or 600k views. Why is that? Because the value was pretty clear in that video. I want you to be very strategic about how you use your time. Block out 1 specific hour every day, whether it's 6 a.m. before work if you are a morning person, or maybe 8 p.m. after dinner, and commit to it, okay? A focused hour beats random bursts of work any day. If you can say like 9 p.m. is the hour that I work on content, then stick to that every single freaking day. You don't have to do it in the early mornings. You can also do it later in the night. You have to stick to that. And finally, let's talk about perfectionism. This is the biggest killer of YouTube channels, and I need you to hear this. And commit to it, okay? A focused hour beats random bursts of work any day. If you can say like 9 p.m. is the hour that I work on content, then stick to that every single freaking day. You don't have to do it in the early mornings. You can also do it later in the night. You have to stick to that. And finally, let's talk about perfectionism. This is the biggest killer of YouTube channels, and I need you to hear this. Your first videos will suck. Mine did, everyone's did. Your first videos are going to be absolutely crap. Like, if you want proof, you can go to big YouTubers' first videos, and they're terrible. They're really bad. But you know what? They posted anyway. That is the difference. Are you fine with having terrible videos and keep practicing in public versus are you getting ashamed and too insecure of what people will think about it? Unless you're teaching people about like filmmaking, nobody cares about your fancy lighting or perfect transitions. People care about the value that you can bring to the table. You know, they care about what you can teach them, how you can help them. You know, look at my early videos. They're so bad. They're so bad. But I kept going, you know? I started in 2016 and now it's like almost 2025, which is crazy. It's like 9-year anniversary. And each video got a little bit better. So take everything we covered today, okay? Your USB, problem-solving content, simple production, consistent schedule, and just start. Don't let perfectionism hold you back from what could be an amazing journey. You do change my life, and it can change yours too. If you want to learn more about specific strategies about growing your YouTube channel, check out this video.
Filecoin is the largest decentralized storage network in the world. In just 3 years, the network has grown to include thousands of storage providers, with the combined capacity to store more than 11 billion gigabytes of data. That's enough space to hold 2.2 billion high-definition movies. This success is partly due to Filecoin's robust tokenomics. Phil, the native utility token of Filecoin, facilitates participation in the on-chain economy, incentivizes reliable storage on the Filecoin network, and rewards the physical infrastructure commitments of storage providers. Filecoin's token economy is carefully designed to align participants' incentives with the long-term growth of the network. Filecoin minting, the process of creating new fill tokens, is conditioned upon certain data storage benchmarks being achieved. Tokens enter circulating supply via emission and are removed through collateral locking and base fee burning, similar to burning on the Ethereum network. The Filecoin virtual machine, launched in March 2023, opened up new use cases related to data DAOs, perpetual storage, DeFi, and more by enabling Ethereum-style smart contracts. Unlocking practical applications like these helps increase block space usage and expand the token's utility, supporting adoption and ecosystem growth. To learn more about Filecoin tokenomics and participate in the ecosystem growth, go to filecointldr.io and follow us on x.com.
You're probably juggling a 9 to 5 down.
I've already flirted with trading is the way to go. I don't have to ask anybody for money. I hate asking for money. I'd rather crawl in the hole and stay down there for 3 days with no food than ask someone for $1,000. So we got to figure out ways to do this without doing that.
Hello everyone, welcome to Beginner's Guide to Filecoin Chapter 14. This video will help you better understand the functions of how File tokens serves, Filecoin's token allocation, and ecosystem roadmap. Here we go.
Let's push a little bit. Let's see what
The
we can do.
Filecoin network launched in October 2020, introducing an incentive layer to the IPFS protocol and
Come on, fighters,
enabling
fight these
open
people.
service for data. Today, the network primarily
not good.
focuses on storage as an open service. The Filecoin master plan to execute this vision
Alright, this
begins
video is
with
horrible.
One of the hallmarks of the Daniel Davis Deep Dive is that we like to give you all the information that is out there.
Monday, January 6, 2025, Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. We're going to look at a few things today, but the major topic is going to be why the US dollar is going to crash and burn. Yes, the dollar index looks pretty strong right now, but the underlying fundamentals are very negative for the dollar. Of course, in my opinion, that will be reflected in a price of gold that will make people shocked, in my opinion. I don't know what price it's going to be, but yeah, so that's what we're going to look at.
Some sort of anti.
Before we do, I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our affiliates or sponsors, if you want to call it that. It's Dirty Men Safe. And what is Dirty Men Safe?
Oh my gosh. Let's do this.
One of the
I
hallmarks of the
want to
Daniel
listen
Davis
to that,
Deep
but I want to hear about Dirty Man Safe.
And
This is what I'm saying. I never, ever want to do, ever want to do that. Ever. The amount of emails, and then the email like, I don't really like how you enunciated safe. Could you do that differently in the nope, never. In a billion years. Never. Come on, guys. We need fighters. What are we low on? Metal? Hey, Dad. I'm putting you on speakerphone. I'm live streaming this video game.
Okay.
You want me to take you off of it?
Yeah, I need to talk to you about Grandpa.
Okay. What's going on? Oh, poor guy. Okay. Do you want me to help you do that? Okay. So do you want me to drive him up there? I can do that. Is that what you're asking me to do? I don't mind at all if it'll help him. It doesn't bother. Sure. Okay.
T2 limit detected.
Yep. Yep. Well, I'll finish up on here and then I'll... She's calling me right now, so... Yep. Alright. Okay, love you. Bye. Hey Liz, do you need help with Grandpa? Okay. Alright. Absolutely. Yep. Let me hop off here and I'll get ready and come over there, okay? You're welcome. Alright. Love you guys. I'll be there soon. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. I gotta get off here and take my grandpa to the emergency room. So, say a prayer for him. This is not important anymore. Neither is my YouTube channel. So. See y'all later.